Hello everyone, it is Foofoo here. You may not know me, I am the GBA D-League Season 1 champion, and it is my privilege today to hold a press conference with the two potential champions of GBA Season 4. That is aDrive.
Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive, the coach of your St. Louis Rampardos.
And Miguel.
What's up, Internet? MegaMogwai here, and I'm the coach. Oh, the Real Moreau. What's up?
And today we're just going to be talking about what might be happening very soon. So, first of all, I just want to say both of you, well done for getting to this point in the league, getting to the final. It's really good, and I want to say first that I've been really impressed by both of your plays. I think the drafts were both really interesting, and you've definitely been able to use the Pokemon to their full potential. Seeing some of the sets you've come up with and how the teams have worked together, I've been really impressed. So this is the first time both of you have made the playoffs in any season. So how does that feel for you? Dan, do you want to go first?
Sure. So it's actually really exciting, obviously. I mean, I joined in Season 3. I think Miguel did too. I know he did the D-League before that, but yep. I joined in Season 3 and it was cut short, and I didn't do that well then. So, going into Season 4, I think the expectations for myself and the Rampardos from an outside perspective was actually very low. I was ranked pretty low in the power rankings initially, and no one really expected me to do very well. But we got a lot of luck and a little bit of skill, and I think we were able to come out with a pretty good season. So I'm just glad that, I have the privilege of playing against so many good battlers and being able to be in this cool league and have a good time. So it's pretty crazy to say that I'm in the finals. I didn't expect that. I was just trying to make the playoffs if I got lucky. And I guess, I did. So
yeah, well done. And don't underplay. You say a lot of luck and a little bit of skill. I don't think it's so much.
I mean, come on, Sam. I only win because of luck. You know this already. Miguel, watch out, man. I've been hanging out with Mo recently, so.
Oh yeah.
And how about you, Miguel? How did it feel to get to this stage?
Well, it's in my case, it's a little bit of a different kind of perspective overall, but it's kind of weird because at first, when the whole league started, I was actually ranked at the top. People ever thought, oh, Miguel's going to take this. But then the drafts happened, and all of a sudden, I dropped in the power rankings. I was still somewhere close to the top, but they put people like Hank the Pidgey, Cooper, and John on top of me because they believe they drafted quite better than me. And my draft was actually quite criticized at the beginning, so people kind of expected less from me, and that was actually quite relieving because I could actually I lifted a little bit of pressure off of me, and I could actually perform without having such high expectations. That was probably that was quite nice. But then I'm really happy with how I performed this season. I think I prepared well, and so a lot of games have been quite close. My semifinals was extremely close. And,
yeah, that was a nail biter.
Yeah. They just happened to go my way, so I can't say I'm not happy with it, but I don't know. I think I've done well.
Yeah.
I do think I made people kind of overestimate me at times, but I don't know.
That is interesting that you both have obviously where you've come from has affected how you've played. So Miguel, you say that initially everyone had pinned their hopes on you, and maybe their drafts threw you off a bit. How do you think that has affected your season coming into it like that?
Well, I can't lie. At first, a lot of the criticism actually got to me a little bit, and it actually got to the point where I kind of doubted on myself for a bit because I was like, maybe my draft. But then again, I sat back and I was like, there's a reason I drafted these mons, and maybe people just can't see the same things that I see,
Yeah.
And as the season progressed, my confidence started building up back again as I saw, my team performing like I expected it to, and the synergy was there, and I felt like, but at first they kind of got to me because a lot of people did criticize my draft. Before that, they actually really praised me, so it was kind of like, but I guess, opinions are opinions and views are different, and you can't let that stuff get to you at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
And how about you, Dan, going into it as an underdog? How did that make you feel? Do you think it affected how you played from week to week, or? Do you think?
Yeah, I mean, people always ask me like, how my take is on, from week to week and stuff, and I always say I focus on 1 week at a time. I try not to worry about, someone I battle 6 weeks from now and things like that, and that's how I approach the whole season. And I think being an underdog helped more than anything. It was like a fuel to the fire. Like, I know I can battle. I know I'm not the best battler in the world, but I have a lot of confidence in my battling abilities. I've been doing this a long time. While people might not realize that because I'm new to the Pokemon community, I've been doing battles for a long, long time, and it's really, I love this format, and I've grown to love this format, and I think being the underdog, like I said, it kind of just fueled a fire. I had something to prove, and I wanted to prove that. I wanted to prove that I could win, not only to myself, to really confirm that I had half a clue about what I was doing, but to prove to the people who watch the GBA, who watch my batches and stuff like that, I don't think a record is a tell-all sign of how good someone is as a battler. It's one match every week, right? I mean, it's a small sample size, but I think that something can be said about some of the creativity that you can bring into the matches in the GBA. The attention to detail, the ability to predict, which is something Miguel's very good at. Team building, all that stuff. I mean, all that stuff kind of combines and comes into one thing, and it's really cool. It's really cool to be able to showcase that and show some of these skills and stuff like that, and it's been a lot of fun. So being an underdog, definitely a positive thing. I'll take it as a positive thing. Like I said, I went week by week and just try to come out with a W every week and try to bring the team that I thought was going to give me the best chance of doing that, and it worked out pretty well.
Yeah, and you talk about proving yourself. Well, you've definitely done that by getting to this stage with an incredible record. It really is. And for both of you, you proved yourselves so much that you were #1 seeds going into the semi-final. So by that stage, you obviously had got the pressure building on you again. And how did that feel before your battle last week? Dan, do you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. So you mean going up against John?
Yeah, going up against John, for the semis.
So for me, it was kind of like, at this point, I was just stoked that I made it as far as I did. Obviously, I wanted to beat John, and I felt like I had something to prove, not even to anyone else. This was to prove to myself. John is a phenomenal battler and a great friend, and I have a huge amount of respect for him. And he talks about it. He beat me twice in the preseason, which I don't really count, so we'll throw that out. But he did beat me in the regular season, week 5. And I learned from those mistakes, and I went into that match, I don't want to say with a vengeance, because I have nothing against John. I love John. John's the man. But I went into that match, with a plan and a mission to come out with a W, because I felt like this season, to me, this season, towards, I would say, like halfway through, it kind of led to me wanting to face Miguel in the finals. That was what I wanted out of this season. And after losing to John, I kind of set it upon myself. I was like, I don't want to make it to the finals if I don't beat John. Like, I have to beat John for this season to be complete for me, because he beat me. He was the person who beat me, aside from yourself, Sam. But that doesn't count. So I had to beat John. So going into my match against John, it was like, if I lose, I lose to a great battler. He's got my number. It is what it is. But I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure I can come out with a W, and I think I nailed it with that Mew set, and Mew for Ubers, I guess, I don't know, but it worked out really well. So there was really not a huge amount of pressure going up against John in terms of what people would think. I thought hey, if I lose, people are gonna be like, hey, well, you already lost, so I guess that's what we expected. But if I could win, then that really seals this season and really makes this championship match that much better for me, because I did beat the teams I was supposed to beat to get to this point. And win or lose to Miguel, it was a great season, and really stoked to show that defense can potentially win championships.
Yeah, well, that was obviously a really good perspective to go in with, being a positive on one side, and if it doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen. How about you, Miguel? Because you were, again, you were the #1 seed going into your semi-final match against Hank, so how did that feel?
I guess a lot of people already know this, but it's not fun being the #1, like the favorite to take it all. And like, it's kind of like, it puts, I'm not going to lie, it puts a lot of pressure on you. Like when I was in the semifinals and I was facing Hank, I never faced him before. I knew how terrible of a matchup that was for me. Mamoswine is absolutely extremely scary against my team. Crobat was also a very scary addition for me. So the fact that so many people automatically assume that I'm going to win, I'm going to take it all, it always adds a little bit of extra pressure that I feel unnecessary. So I was a little bit, I'm not going to lie, like the semifinals was rough for me. Because I've been there before. I was in the D-League. I was 9-1, and 9-1, I don't remember. I only had one loss in the league, and it's because I actually had to forfeit the match because I missed the deadline. So I did not lose in league play, and I lost in the playoffs. So I was extra pressured for not having that happen again, because that's pretty devastating when you like perform really well in the league, and you drop down in the first match, so I was quite worried. But that match was very rough. Like I said, the matchup was terrible. I managed to come up with physically defensive style. Lynn ended up pulling it for me, but it was a lot closer than I felt comfortable with. So without a doubt, but now I'm at a point where I've gone this far. I'm happy with my performance. I think I'm more than proven myself. And I honestly don't give a damn if I'm the favorite or I'm the underdog.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let that affect me. I'm just going to go ahead and do what I always do. I'm just going to do my thing. Mm-hmm. And it may go my way. It may not. We will see. But I'm not going to let the pressure get to me anymore. Or at least I'll try.
Yeah. It's one more match. That's all you have to think. One more match.
Yeah. Just one more match. And you get that. The D-League happens and you can just chill back and enjoy as a viewer again.
Yeah.
So
the match is happening very soon. Do you feel ready to take on? Do you feel ready to take on Dan, Miguel?
I feel ready.
You feel ready?
I know. Is this where we're supposed to talk a little bit of shit? Because I'm fine with that. I'm gonna mop.
Bring it on, Miguel. Let's go.
I'm gonna mop the floor with your chest, you brat.
Oh, you think you're gonna break down the wall core? You don't stand a chance. Can I just make this note? I lost one game this season, right? And my Pokemon love me, Miguel. I lost one game, and the one game I lost, I didn't bring Sableye. And I didn't bring the Sableye Chansey core. That's all I'm saying. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
We'll see. Are you saying that you feel prepared for Miguel then, Dan?
Oh, I'm so prepared. I've been thinking about this matchup the whole season, and everyone tells me, aDrive, you cannot beat Mega Lopunny. It destroys your core. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll see. Okay.
I do believe that people that's kind of upset me in the past though, that people are like, Mogwai, you're gonna destroy him. You break through his core. I'm like, he has 9 other Mons, buddy.
Yeah,
it's not gonna be that simple.
Yeah. People have pointed out.
People like really need to open their minds a little bit and realize that he knows what's coming. Yeah. So he's gonna prepare for it, but hey, I'm gonna prepare too.
Yeah,
so
I think what
it's gonna be fun, man. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this battle. It's going to be an epic one. So I'm just gonna ask both of you now, who is going to be crowned Season 4 champion?
Oh wow!
All right, Miguel, you go first, man. I'll let ladies go first on this one.
Okay. I mean, hey, I believe in the power of Gazpacho. I mean, the power of beanies. I believe in the power of Spain. So, and of the Marrows. Because you know what? Rampardos. Rampardos maybe seem like a very scary mon, but it's a rock type, brother. And I got that super effective stat priority on you. So we'll see.
All right.
That's all I gotta say. All I say.
All right, I think I'm gonna run to Walmart tonight and buy a beanie just for tomorrow's match. just because. No, it's pretty. I mean, let's be honest. Anyone who's watching this video knows the Rampardos are gonna head smash their way to victory. There's really no question about it. We got the best defense in the league. We've proven that week in and week out. It's over. Simple as that. Not even worried about it.
Well, thank you very much, gentlemen. That trash talk has definitely satisfied me, and I'm really, really looking forward to the battle. So, best of luck to both of you, and we'll see who the champion for GBA Season 4 will be very soon.
All right.
Good luck, Miguel.
Good luck. You'll need it.
This will be fun. I'll need it. Hey, I'm not the. I get plenty of luck, Miguel. I'm not too worried.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Don't be wishing luck to anyone. All right, guys. See you around. Bye.
All right.
See ya.
That was fun. Bye-bye.